Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alpha Wisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandra. This week we're covering the headline. I'm covering things that I haven't told you about, and we're going to review more in depth with things that you are a little familiar with. Okay? So it is the headline today. The headline. Okay, your check sheet. Let's take a look at that and just go over it so we're all clear. The headline, when we're talking about the most significant factors on the hand or parts of the hand, that would be your headline and the thumb. And for determining our attitudes and potential for success. If we recognize our aptitudes and reasoning from the headline, we can plan our individual paths toward greater personal, that means your left hand, and professional social, that would be the right hand, fulfillment. The lower transverse crease, also called the headline, begins at the beginning of the line of life and moves horizontally across the hand. It reveals our intelligence, our way of thinking, and our psychological disposition. Okay, let's begin with this. This is what the headline looks like. I'm incorporating some things that you have gone over last week, like the timeline. Okay, first we're looking at a headline that's moving straight across. What do you notice about this hand? You'll notice it's connected. Headline is connected to the lifeline. It's joined together. And when it's like that, it means the person is practical, analytical, with analytical tendencies. It's talking about the position of the headline, how it just moves straight across. The connection means something else. So we're talking about straight, because some headlines don't just go straight, they curve. All right, let's see an example of one that goes straight, but it goes all across the palm. It's called Sydney. It's a Sydney line. It's straight, and it means intelligence. It's like a person who has that comes to a gathering and comes inside, but their focus is on the other side of the room. They don't look to the right or look to the left. They stay focused on what they are interested in, and they go there. Then they may say hello to everybody, but that's how they operate. They're extremely focused, and they're very intelligent. Okay, so let's see what they say about a straight line. Okay, so when we have lines on the palm, they can be fine, clear, without any breaks now. So when we have a long headline, it's near or connected to this area. That's where it is. And it goes straight across. This is known as the Sydney line, specifically this one. It must be all across, straight line. Okay? So we don't notice a Sydney line when the line is curved. The line has to be going straight. Okay? All right. It shows level-headedness, rationality, and mind that works to a logical conclusion based on observation, experience, and factual knowledge. So this person is very, very serious, very focused. This one is focused, but not to that extreme. All right, let's go on to the next one. Here is a straight headline. This is short. Now, the difference is this one ends under the ring finger. This is average length. Ends under this finger, long. It must end, end around this finger. Just get to that point. And Sydney would be straight across. So we're looking at an average length right here. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Here's a photo. Now here we have a long one. This is practically a Sydney. Yes, it is. It's a Sydney because I can see it's a thin line toward the end of this line, thin. So we understand this is an intellectual, and they're telling you about something else. I'll tell you about that in just a minute. That's a gap there. It's a small gap. Whereas with some of these, you have larger gaps. Okay, here we have curved, and that goes on to curve. So let's stay focused on what joined means. When you have a line that's joined to the headline, we're talking about lack of confidence in their own opinions and viewpoints, a very slow maturity, and a natural follower. This is often the sign of a dominating parent or parents, a strict schooling or upbringing, or even a deeply religious mindset. You step carefully into new situations and make most decisions with caution. You keep within your comfort zone, preferring to stay with what's familiar. So the person with this hand is careful and cautious and takes a long time to make decisions. The point where the line ends or separates from the lifeline shows the age that you branch out on your own. This could be physically or it could be psychologically. In general, the greater the distance over which the lines are connected, the longer it takes a person to make decisions and act independently. So that's how it is. Now here's a gap. Here's another long one. This is the Sydney we had looked at, but I want you to notice the gap because I'll tell you about that in just a minute. Gap simply means it's not joined to the lifeline when there is a gap. Okay, so when we have this gap, we're really talking about lines that are separated from the start. This shows the extent of psychological independence. When the gap between these two, the life and the head, is a little small, let's say about a centimeter or more, it shows someone confident in their own opinion who has moved a long way from their parents and upbringing psychologically and usually physically. And a large gap is highly aspirational sign. This reveals impulsiveness, impatience, and self-reliance. Depending on other features on the hand, it can also be a sign of recklessness, extroverted, and can be reckless in relationship. In other words, to get a little carried away. Okay, let's go on. Now we're looking at this one. This is curved down. This goes into the lunar area. That means this person is creative and intelligent. Okay, you notice that it curves under the ring finger. Okay, but it's not joined here, and I just told you about the separation. Now this is a branch. We'll get to that at the next video. Okay, we'll take continuing. We're looking at a gap, and we're looking at a short headline. Short headline. So it says limited range of intellectual interests. I hope you are also looking at your own hand. But let's get this, the short headline. And this is in good condition. It shows mental focus only on the here and now, what they're dealing with now, their surroundings, what the subject is. This pattern is easily underestimated. As short headline people are amazingly productive. This mindset acquires skills and the abilities, sets targets, and wastes no time on speculation. However, they are not at all farsighted and often don't see the bigger picture as their worldview is limited. Okay? So intelligence is there, but they're just sort of limited. There's no interest in expanding way out because it's short. All right? Okay. Well, we're going to stop right here and we will continue next time with more. Thanks for watching. And if you like this, give a thumbs up. And also subscribe and share. That's very important. And I thank all of you for getting us to just about reach 1,000. It took a while, but we're just about there. So thank you so much. Love yourself, love and light. Bye.